and welcome back to Workers and Resource Soviet Republic. Uh, as I'm normally saying in the beginning, we do not like the speed of the vehicles, that's for sure. They are driving too slow, so that's a minus of this game. 80 kilometers per hour should be 80 kilometers in an hour, not 0.8. So that's one of the issues with this game. The vehicle is definitely not moving the speed they are supposed to. The trains, everything is not moving the speed they are supposed to moving in an hour. So either they should remove the fucking speed on the vehicles or set the speed up so we actually can count on it. So when a vehicle is saying it's moving 60 kilometers per hour, it should actually be moving the 60 kilometers per hour, of course. 60 kilometers per hour would be, let me see, down there and back again and down there again. It's 20 kilometers every in that direction. From here and then I don't know about actually turn it around right. It's not seems like it. But in that direction down there, there will be 20 kilometers in that direction to the other end of the map. Fracture, proc, yips, around that, uh, closer to 20 and 15 anyway. But let's just say 20 for the easy part of it. Uh, and the vehicle is definitely not doing that, and that's a little bit annoying to say. Oh, not a little. For me, it's actually pretty annoying. To a lot of annoying. And the border should actually work a lot faster than they actually do. The vehicle should be able to drive in fast, in and out faster than they do. I didn't think we was talking about that in the last video, but the border's definitely not working fast enough, and we should actually think about start building our garbage field space, something like that. What we really wanted, I'm not sure, but we could maybe start to put up some railroad for it. Oh yeah, we should change the railroad actually. That was probably what we needed to do. So what was we were talking about? I don't know. Should that be our passenger line? Because if we actually have the city on that side, it's not really. Oh, yeah, it will be a problem even how we are doing it because of the train station will be that close to each other then anyway. So in some way we need to make some tunnels or something like that. And tunnels, it's really big when you need to doing it. See, you need to do that kind of big shit. Tunnel to do it, and I actually only wanted a little tunnel in that direction. That's only the half of that, or something like that, and then it would be underground. But we need all that stuff to get a tunnel down, and that's too much. Actually, I am not a fan of that system. But for sure, the middle one will be our fuel line. So it's just about fuel and garbage probably. And this one will be passenger or the rest. And the rest will be metal, coal, food, electric, blah blah, and all that kind of stuff. So we will have a line only for passenger when we start using that part of it. So I have really not good experience with using the metro because of it really sucks a little bit. Now we're actually doing a little bit 50-50 on realistic mode. We have not realistic mode on, but some of it will definitely be built in that kind of realistic mode. But some of it will definitely not be built in realistic mode. We will definitely not build the railroad in the realistic mode because of it's taking too long time. And the train is fucking up. I cannot really figure out how to build in realistic mode, or he cannot really figure out how to build at all, actually. Western Soviet. We'll take that one. So that's definitely a problem. I'm not really fan of the demolition either. They are working pretty okay, but yeah, it could be better. So just a question, what should we put our garbage field? Good place for this area would probably be up around here, I think, but in another way, if we are placing our oil field over here, we have most of the oil in this area out on this island here, so the pump jack should be out here, and it will just be dragged over here or something like that. And I am not sure if we actually will use ships in this scenario here, or we actually just want to put some of that up. We will probably try and see how it will work in that direction. And if it's not working good, we will start using the ships again and see about we actually going bankrupt again. Because of we were using the ships, or what there was the wrongdoing last time. I am not sure what something was going wrong, not last time, but in one of the earlier scenarios. And we have changed a little bit on the map, put a little bit more resources in this area, so we have some coal and iron here to begin with, where we always starting with the three border control thing. That's actually working too slow still. They should fucking speed this up. They should speed the vehicles up. Yeah, that's... And then they should actually allow the vehicles to drive in and out at the same time. It's ridiculous this way it's working on. So we can only get one vehicle to drive at the same time. This vehicle should be able to drive over there. Now the next vehicle should be able to drive in, and now that one and that one and that one should be able to drive in. Now that's nobody in there. That's still only one vehicle that can drive in. It's a shitty system. Of course there will be a line because of that. It's ridiculous to say it that way. See how slow it's going, and now because of that one is ready to go out, now it cannot. A new one cannot go in. Ridiculous. That's just my opinion, and I'm not sure of how much it's counting to anybody, but still my opinion. That was actually not what I wanted to do. We have a car production line here. It's not really missing anything. We have a bit of steel delivered from our own steel mill over here. As it's producing, we just need to have an eye on that. That one's still full, so we will be able to produce that. And we got coal in here. I am not sure about we actually can drag coal out from here, but I'm thinking if I'm needed in another place, I will see about we actually can load the coal from here, from that storage we have here. I think we can do that. And then, because of we do not have a directly train connection to this area up here right now, anyway, so I think we will see about we can do it from down there if we need a new power plant over here or something like that. We have a pretty good yeah, we will probably not need it over here because we will probably set the oil power plant up here, but it's a smaller one. It's actually not producing as much power as this one is doing. This one can produce more power. It can produce 1400 megawatt of power, and the other one I think it was 1150 or something like that. Let us see, 1050. Pretty good. Remembered, I think. Only 100 difference of what it was for real. Not for real, but in the game. Anyway. Over here we have a little area for our iron production. We have a lot of upgrade possibility to put more down in the mines. We have 4 mines around this area. I don't know how much pollution we will produce in this area, but for now it's looking pretty okay. it's starting going down, I think. So it's probably depending on how much pollution we are making in the area. But over here, it's definitely not good. Even I don't really think, I don't really think the vehicle production line should be a big pollution source. That should actually be the smallest pollution part of it. But it seems to be pretty red in pollution, and it's going actually out to this area out here. It seems like uh, it's making a lot of pollution in that direction. Of course, we have this area, this this area too. Oh, and of course, uh, that one is definitely making some pollution, and that one over here. But let us see, and of course, this one up here, it's making a little bit pollution too. So it's definitely red, but yeah, that's definitely not good. We should probably think about moving that out on the other side of this one and get this a little bit longer away from the city, also build this one before we are demolishing that one. Uh, I don't see what it else can be that's making all that pollution. I think this one should actually be long enough away from the citizens. Maybe that one and that one would be inflicted by this one, but we cannot put it that long away because of we should still be able to put people out there. And if they don't have fixed the parking spots, I am still not fan of using the cars because of the cars is just standing on the, yeah, they're actually doing like the people. Well, no, it's not people. I can say it's citizens or it's Sims. I will not call them people. If I do, it's a mistake, and I try to correct that. But our citizens have a, yeah, have a some kind of living blah blah lifespan, and how loyal they are, how good I think how good its possibility to get to the hospital, food, happiness. You're pretty happy. It's look like he is pretty happy to drink too, or he got 28% of what he need, 100% of that, 100% sport, 0% of that. That's good, or maybe not. They have churches, so it is possible for them to go into a church. Still, anyway, we need a radio station and a television station to get them really to stop believe. That's the easiest way to do it anyway. We have a little bit of possibility to change how we want our prison systems to be. I think I have changed it. Uh, Even they are still getting a little bit happy here. Weird. It's normally not doing that, so I don't know why. They are not getting any cultural. They are really getting not a lot of Soviet propaganda. They got a little bit. Yeah, non-alcohol 18%. Encouragement for sport that they are getting too much of, I think. Let us give them a little bit more. This is how much criminal will be criminality will be affected. So that's a really good thing, and that's in green. This is not good. It's that one is in red. That one we will have to be in red, so that's good because it's this one that the two of them, both of the two of them. It's normally I don't know. Now it's that one was going. Oh, okay. That's probably the sport thing that's doing them a little bit happy too. So when they can do some kind of sport, I think that will make them a little bit happy now too. Maybe it's only counting for this prison because of maybe it was just because of the sport was that high as it was. It was actually too high. But they are getting a little bit enjoyment or something out of the using that thing anyway. Some of it is not always making sense because of some of it's make the from a player. This prison is made by a player, so it can actually be a little bit different how it's counting from the prison that's coming from the game side. but it's a little smaller prison, and there can be a little bit more prisoner in it, so that's actually a good thing. It's can we see about prison? No, not in that one. It's over here, right? No, that's the police. So this is one of the prisons that's in the game. It's not because of it's a lot smaller than that that one in the game, but it has another. Yeah, and then there can be a lot more prisoner in it. And what do we have here? We have a new prison actually that's a lot smaller. So this is actually the new prison from the game side. This one and this one and this one and this one is something I have downloaded from another player. How many people can this one have? 45 only. So that's something like this one, the old prison we have downloaded. So yeah, that was this one. It's filling that much, and the little prison with 40, it's only that big. So it's a big difference. And this side, it's a good side for 40, yeah, 40 prisoner. This one is actually too big for 40 prisoner, I think, but that's maybe just me. Why the fuck is it doing that? Only one way. Weird. Somebody have made a mistake there, I think. Because we do not, definitely not have one way on that one. Nope. Somebody has made a mistake on that. So that's only one way, and that's out. How the fuck should the vehicle drive in again? Weird. But that's probably needed to be removed when the road is built. Weird. That's a weird mistake to do. It's like this one, only one road. That's something I have put in. We will do that over here. One or two direction. That's two direction, of course. That's only one direction. So, yeah, it's more or less telling the story of its own. Yeah, and of course we have jumped a little bit because of my internet connection has actually been really bad the last couple of weeks, because some idiot has actually over in the box on the road here has shifted around of two cables. So the cable that should be on left was on right, and the other way around. So that's really great. So my internet connection was actually coming and going really bad, and starting to be really bad, and then it was just disappearing and that kind of stuff. And if other people was using the internet too, my internet was getting really bad. And if there was just a little bit of a little problem, my internet was actually just gone for a second or two, so we could not really stream. That's the reason why we have not really been streaming the last couple of, I don't know, about 6 weeks, 2 weeks or something like that. I have not really streamed. It actually got changed in last week, but I have not really got the time to play in the last week here because of that's been a lot of stuff with family and that kind of stuff. Have been out to some eating contents. Now some grilling. No, grill. What the fuck is the name of that? Why you, yeah, making fucking sausage meat. A lot of meat on the fucking open fire thing. Gas grill. Is it just grill? I don't know. Probably the name of it. I'm not sure what the name of is in this language here. But where you're making meat outside on coal or gas, propane, gas. Yeah, that's probably yeah. I will think it's barbecue maybe. Barbecue sauce. That should actually maybe tell the story of what we have done the last week or something like that. And then I have needed to attend to something to my apartment because of there is some yeah, something on my walls that's not supposed to be there. The green stuff you don't really want to have in your home. And they are telling me that's my problem. But it's actually because of the walls outside has, yeah, it's not good. And the water can go in, but it cannot really go out again. So it can only pass through and come into the apartment. And yeah, just telling us we should take something and, yeah, remove it with water or something like that from the inside instead of they are actually using some money and made it to never come back again. But they don't really want to do that, so I have been fighting a little bit with them about that, and we try to get something on writing. So it's actually just words. They are telling me they don't want to do it, so now I actually asked them to write it down and get yeah, tell me tell me tell me it in writing. I will see what happening because if they are stupid enough to write it down, I can take it to a lawyer and not sue them. It's not really this country. We can sue them, but more or less, if they are stupid enough to write that in a letter to me, that will be, yeah, a big problem for them because then they actually actually need to stand. Yeah, yeah. I don't know who the fuck they need to. I need to talk to about it, but it will definitely not be a good thing for them if they are writing that. It's easy about them if they're only telling me that to get around it and hope on I believe them. But when I have it on writing, it will make a problem for them because of they actually need to fix it. It's because of the reason why that's that fucking I don't mall. That's not the right thing. I think that's more animal that's flying around. But yeah, definitely something that not need to be on the walls. That's on the wall. The green stuff could actually be poisoning. Could be really bad for your heat. Hell, yep. So that fucking hospital thing we have looking on here. That health, heat, health. That's a bad thing for that. It can make a breathing problem and that kind of shit, and it can actually kill you in really bad yeah, uh, bad times. No, blah blah blah. I am not sure of what the fuck, but let us return back to talk about the game. That's a little bit more funny, I think, and how we can see about we can can find some item you could change in the game. Think 10, 10, that's okay actually. We don't really need more people over here right now. This will probably come when they're moving in here. Let us see how many people that's waiting over here. We should maybe open a little bit more up here so we have a little bit more working space. Not because of we need them down there, but because of we don't want to have people that have no jobs. So better to have a work spot that's not really working anything than have them running around and don't have a job. Uh, Water, it's working still, so that's good. We are not missing water. Next time we will build one more that's people that need to work in it. It has a lot more water inside it. It can transport more water, but we need one of them to begin with anyway that has no people in it. So we actually get some water into that, and it's not really necessary to add a water treatment. And we should actually see about we actually could get yeah, what is it that is? Yep, one of them put in, not a plastic factory. Big one of them put it in and see about we could get that to work. Let's see, we have oil, it's needed, it's need crops, gravel, so we are still a little bit away. Wood would not be a problem, it's just to put up some wood and yeah, it's not even need to be cut. It's just the trunk of it does not need to be cut out to plank and some water. So and the crops will definitely be imported. The oil we will probably take on our own. The gravel is not really expensive, so that's depending on how we are doing it. But we will probably set some gravel up over here in some way. I'm not sure of how I will do it, but we have a city pretty close to. But again, the vehicle is not moving as fast as we wanted, so it will take too long time for the vehicles to go from here to over there. But it will probably work in some way. We can get it to work, but it's yeah, it's ridiculous. If the vehicle actually was moving that speed I need them to move in, it would not have been a problem because of it's really not the longest distance from here to over there. It's only, yeah, 1200 meters, and 1200 meters with 80 kilometers per hour. Yeah, make the math on that. It will not be that long time. As actually 80 miles, 80 kilometers per hour, it will be possible for to drive down to this end 2 times and back again in 1 hour. So how fast it should go from there to out there, yeah, that should be pretty fast. Uh, I think normally 30 kilometers will take in half an hour when you are inside the speed limit in this country. I can drive around 30 kilometers in a half hour in a half an hour uh, if I'm not breaking the speed limit. That's that's around what we normally can do. Of course, if it's a highway or something like that we are on, we can drive a little longer. We can drive around 60 kilometers per hour. Uh, if we only, but yeah, that's 110 to 130. We can drive on the highway. Some places it's 110 and some places it's 130. So it depending on the road. Uh, what and the idiot that has decided that. But yeah, and sometimes it's not really making sense why it's 110 and why it's 130. It's not because of that's a road that's splitting up or something like that. Yeah, so that's sometimes it's really not making any sense why. Of course, on the smaller ways it's making a little bit more sense, but still, some of it is pretty idiot. It's just, oh, we can do it. So let us do it. Well, it's not making sense for the people, but let us do it. Oh, that was actually not what I wanted to do. I just want to move it because we actually don't have really great. We don't really have any yeah, garbage field yet. So just let us get it away. And this is 50-50 realistic mode. We will probably let some of it will be built with a realistic mode. We have no reason to build this pretty fast right now. We are still trying to make a little bit of money, but it should not take too long time still to get it up and running. So some of it will be built with money out from outside with this. And the way we are making money over here, it's actually just we are importing power there and exporting it out there, and then we are making a little bit of money in that way. So we actually have a little bit of money, so we can buy some of the blueprint. We have not really bought any blueprint yet, but some of the bus blueprint and some of the vehicle blueprints would probably be a good idea to buy. And now while we are making our own steel, it would probably be a really good idea because yeah, the vehicle it's using some of the vehicle, the bigger vehicle is actually using a lot of steel, and they are building them a little bit slower than they actually building this little bubble. The bubble is one of the good one, but we can actually maybe make money off some of the other ones too. I don't know. Maybe we will move it later on and make our car factory over here. We'll build one more, so we actually can build some bigger vehicles over here somewhere and just transport them out with ship. We will probably build a dock again later on, a lot later on, but we need to get some of the other thing under control before we are doing that, so we actually don't go bankrupt as I did 2-3 cities back. I'm actually thinking it was not really my mistake. The game was coming out with some shit, and that was really costing my city a lot of giving my city a lot of problems. Uh, First, what it was the heat to begin with, and yeah, actually it was a lot of problems. I am not sure where did we put that one. Yeah, that one, the new one. I don't know. Now we have two of them over here, and we have two of them. So maybe we can shut the two power ones down now, because of now we have two that's actually running from this area down here. I don't know about we can look, yeah, here from that one. The two running with the underground connections here. This one is just running on power and sending heat out that way. And we are trying to go away from that. It's actually using 60 kilojoules. No, it's what it's producing. It's using 121 megawatt of power, and I think that's per hour or something like that. Not really telling that story good. But this one, it's actually a player item. That's a player that have made that. Yeah, I have forgot a little bit about this. I think this is what the building is using, and this, or what? Okay, I think that's 623% connected to this one up here. I am not sure of it. Uh, and this connection is using 192%, as I'm seeing it. So we should actually have one connection more down here somewhere. It would be good. That's the water. That's the water thing too. We have a connection more over here. That's only running on, but it's not making sense because of that one is connected to the same one as that one we was just looking at. And we have one more here, 440, 440 and 623. So yeah, it's only this one is only making 250. That's what it can do, but 479 off. So it's making, yeah. This must be what it's needed in this area. So because of this one, it's connected to some building over here, something like that. This one is not taking power from. Then it has a 623, but this one only have 440 or something like that. The two of them, it's probably reaching pretty close to the same area and not getting down to that area down here as I'm seeing it. It's a little bit confusing, this system here, but as long as the line is not going on and being black as one of the first city was doing, that we have actually black lines. And that was really shit because of one of our connection out here was burning. One of our railroad connection was burning off, and when that was happening, everything was going really wrong. But for now, it seems to go pretty okay, except the line up here when we are building. I have tried to split it a little bit out so all our garbage trucks not driving to the same one. I've tried to set out so the buses is driving in on their own lines. So, yeah, we have actually removed them a little bit. He was actually up here before. But it was a little bit better to put them down here, I think. Not sure of that, but they ending up to be down there. We have removed a little bit here. We actually have two more of them because of we have removed the. We have 6 line more on that side and 6 line on that side, and it was not really a good idea. We need a really long drive in. I think we have fucking connection to out there with splitting, so everybody couldn't get in on the right tracks. But if it should be a case, we will. Yeah, I was talking about that in the last one. But then we will do something like this instead, and then drag them out from that point. So we only need 5, and then we would put 6 more line up here, and yeah, the same all from this side. All the 6 lines are out this way, and make the line that way instead of yeah, the other way. It would probably be a little bit better to do it that way anyway, if it's necessary. But still, we need to shift them around, so Yeah, I need to change this area too. I'm not just talking right now, actually. Uh, and looking what we can do a little bit better. So, just a moment. This is okay, so we actually can put the train in, put the trains out on the lines. They need to go out, so. But again, we need to change this system over here and hope on the system not breaking down when we are doing it. So we will put it on break because of all the three of this line should only go. Should we? We are taking the fucking inner line here, I think. Then the middle one will be fuel and garbage, and the last one will be passengers. So that will be the way we are doing it. Oh, for fuck's sake. So we don't need to do that every time. I don't like that. Let's make that a little bit different. About I like that too, but it was more what I want it to look like anyway. Then it's just a question about it will work or not. Let us hope it will work. I'm seeing it, we do not have any trains in there right now anyway, so let us hope it will work. Let's see if we can do anything from the... Oh, we have a train out and running. But it was going in where we want it to be, so that's good. That's actually not what I want it to be, but let it be for now. What are you doing, dog? So we probably need some more connection to some railroad power. But what we need actually was we need to drag this line up here. Anyway, connect the middle one to this tree out there. Blah 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 blah. Of course. Let us see which one that's the right one. If I remember right, it is one of the one we have here that was the right one. That one is the one we need. Begin with, anyway. Yeah, and we definitely do not want that right now, because if we don't do it right, then we need to pay for our mistake. This way we don't really need to pay for our mistake. Then we can just delete it again and have not paid anything for it. But right now we have the time it's not going right now, so could just start the time again now because of. It's not a problem right now. So, and we definitely need all three of them up there. Of course, we mostly need the middle one to go up where we are needing to collect our fuel and bitma from. That will be somewhere here or something like that. We should. Which one should we take? We should probably take the one we actually have the right spot and then drag the other one out from there. The other one is pretty close to be right too, but yeah. That was what I was talking about. That was a little bit too long. Except if we wanted to go in that direction too, but for now we're just keeping it and see what we can do with it. This will be a little bit not totally straight, but straight enough. The same with this one. Not totally straight, but straight enough. And now it would actually have been better to have it in the middle, right? We definitely don't want to have three of them to going the whole way down. We only want one of them to be the main line and then train should drive in, but the question is, how long do you want your train to be? Should probably give it a little bit more. Oh, not that. I should probably just take that one. That's a nasty turn. But it making the fuel to be a little bit better. It has a little bit longer, yeah. So, and then the train can be in line out here. Yeah. That actually seems to be pretty okay. Let's just that this one to begin with. So we don't need to do it later. It's easier to locate them right now. And it is later. It's hiding a little bit in the train tracks later on. It's easier to not spot them. That's right here. This one we cannot really remove right now because of it's not built, it's built. So you can see here that's not possible to connect or to remove because of its double connection. Let us see about we can find somebody we can remove. Yeah, we have nope. That's double connection. That's connected. Yeah. Maybe that's something under the road here, but I'm not sure of that. It's probably dragged out in one piece anyway. So let us just put it over here and nope. Did not do that yet. We should probably just remove a little bit of this. No reasons to let it go through. Then we can build this one a little bit longer. Why do that look to be wrong? Maybe it's just my eyes that's fucking around with me. Oh. Nope. That was actually our passenger line. The passenger line would be pretty stupid to put that in the middle. Then anyway, we need to maybe, or maybe not. Maybe it would be a good idea. I don't know. Because then we, yeah, let me think a little bit over that, but not think too long about it. Nah, we don't want the passenger line. The only thing that would be good to have the passenger line in the middle was should we have the possibility to make a tunnel under or bridge over and then connect it that way so the train don't stop for that. Yeah, let us try that. So now the top one is the fuel line, the bottom one is the rest, and the middle one is the passenger line. Let us try that. That will be something we're not normally doing, so maybe it's a good idea. And of course our train should be able to drive in both directions. Nah. It's ridiculous, I hate when I'm doing that. And then it's doing this. Mistake made. And I don't like when the connection nut is next to each other. Definitely do not like that. Should it be that fucked up today? We will probably remember the system how we need to do it again later on. Oh, that's fucking ridiculous. It's something with the distance from the one to the other one, and which one we need to put in first, and which one we definitely don't need. I'm pretty sure if we need to put this side in before we're putting the other one in. But it was probably making a little bit it's too short down on this one. It's looking a little bit better, but not totally happy about it, but fair enough. Let's see how many million that will cost us to build. So now we can remove this. Good. Because of that's actually a problem for some of the trains. You don't really get it with that blue purple spot. Yeah, some of them it's taking it for a signal and actually slowing down or something like that for that. And that's pretty annoying. Some of them totally using it as a signal point. It was not really that expensive, so that's good. And that one was our oil line now. Good, good, good. Some of them, some of it we will need to change it because of we definitely wanted to. Now our middle one is the passenger line. So now we need some bridges on each side of the passenger line. Some of them on this side over here somewhere, so the passengers actually have easy access to the station. And yeah, let me see. Station, passenger station, cargo. That was not the passenger. Train platform, 1500 people. Yeah, that would actually be a pretty good spot for that, I think. Oh, maybe not. That will definitely not be a good spot. And we do not really like to put the building in this way. Nope, we don't like that. We like it following the stripes, lines. Yeah, probably need to demolition that building anyway, so don't want it to be built fast right now. Yeah, but that's not a good spot for that anyway. And anyway, we need to remove that hotel. But do we actually need that train station right now? I'm not sure if we actually need that train station to begin with. Because of we are building a city up here too, so it should not be necessary. It should be more necessary to build the city, actually. water and all that kind of stuff. But for now, we're actually building roads. Oops, that was the wrong one, but fair enough, we have the money to do it anyway, so. And again, it's taking too long time for that to build, so let us help it a little bit so we don't use hours and hours and hours and nothing and years. Too. It's annoying me, it's too slow to build. As the vehicle is too slow to move and blah blah and blah blah. Same problem, same problem. If our building system was as fast as this, it would not have been a problem to use this, but it is not. The vehicle need to drive that wheel is slow moving speed they are driving with, and yeah, it's annoying. Fucking annoying, actually. It's pissing me off more than I actually can tell. I don't think YouTube will like I'm using profanity that much, but it would not be a small amount of them that would come out. That's for sure. Not sure for this building actually is keeping the workers, collecting the workers from here. That was what I was thinking actually. Let them just pick them up from there anyway, so we don't need to drive the buses to the border, so we'll need border buses that's going up there. We have, I think, 12 border buses that's going to that. Yeah, only delivering people down here, if I remember right. 4414, 12 buses for that. And then we have 8 buses that's going over here too. I think they have a stop over here or something like that to collect some coal mining people. Oh. Yeah. We do not really have any garbage pick up there. Let's see about we can put one in here. We can put it in here, but we cannot get it to reach both of them at the same time. A little bit annoying, but yeah, that's what it is. Let's see how long down of the road we can put that. Around there. So let us do that. Let us put one in there. Let's just put it in here. Maybe we want to use this area for something else. Okay, we're producing more than we're using right now anyway, so that's good. That's probably just a question about so how many people we have in here. We cannot store blah blah. Okay. We still need one of them up here too. Would probably be better up here. Then the vehicles don't need to drive down here and fuck around with the bus line. with that actually. That was definitely not what I wanted. Let us send them directly in there. Eat that one. No reason to do that. So let them go up there instead. So we are sure if we actually have some workers up there, but you not only need to go travel on the foot to work. This one is actually going down to bosses here. That's making people going in here and people in here and people over here. That was not a lot of people that was in there right now. Not good. Something is fucking around with that. 8 bosses. It actually seems like they are driving pretty okay. Still, you're moving a lot too slow. And another thing I would like was actually it was the possibility to have this and just place that over the road. So you don't need to remove the road and yeah, put it up again and blah 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 blah. That would be a little bit more reasonable, I think. It would actually be more reasonable if you only if we have the bus stops instead, we just could place next to the road. So we didn't have the fucking road here, and we just could place this on yeah, the road, so we have bus stops instead of this weird stuff. Yeah, platforms and that kind of shit. This is a little bit like what I was talking about, but a smaller bus stop where it only is a stop with a fucking little house people can stand inside and waiting in, like this one. It seems to be like that. It's a spot where people can, or the citizens can, the Sims can be standing on each side of the road and go into the buses when they're waiting, but it's not really necessary because of they cannot really figure out to take the bus home anyway. So that's need to be fixed too actually. People is just magically appear at home. That's a little bit annoying actually, as we have talked about before. Now, how long time has this dude been on work? 6 hours, so he is about to do his magically jump in a moment. We are following him then. Boom, he is just home. And then there will go some time before his free time. Actually, he has used 2 minutes of his free time to jump home. But it is like something he is traveling home, and there will go some time before his free time is actually starting. And now his free time is on, so now he's doing his stuff, doing what he's collecting what he's needed. Or sometime he will just jump back magically home again. There was something there. Was he just not jumping? He was not, but... And then he is going again. She or he or I don't know what it is. Now he will go up into the sport. And then back home. But now his free time is still counting, so that's always something. But the way this is working is he has a lot more hours in 24 hours, and that's actually is in 24 hours because of 8 hours work shift, 16 hours free time, and a lot of travel time. So I don't know how the fuck they're counting this together, but it's a little bit more confusing for me than it was necessary to be. And now he is just working on another place. We was looking at him before he was working on the car factory, but now he has a new job on the sport, the other sport thing. So that's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit weird, this system there. So you need to change something about that, that's for sure. It's pretty fucking annoying. The same with the passenger, the speed on the vehicles need to be changed so they're actually moving what they're telling us they are moving. So yeah, that's some of the biggest problem with this game anyway. Fewer cells and food cried. Let's turn it a little bit up then. That's definitely too much, but why not? Because if there's no kindergarten, that's really not true. To get food? Oh, okay. Because of the two footage. You in the fucking place. It's starting to be okay. Hospital. See, that's okay. School. Still okay. That's not changed anything on that. Not changed anything there. So anyway, it should give us a little bit more workers. Oh, that was the one we have forgotten to put off, and it seems like that's a little bit more here. We didn't have put off. We have put that one off. So probably the only one we didn't put off. But as I'm seeing it, we should probably think about to make the rocks. I don't know about I want it to be there, or we just should import them. It's the problem with this system here, but when we are using the realistic and non-realistic mode, and we can build a little bit faster, it would be easier. It is easier to get a little bit longer away from the stuff when we are definitely not using the transport system or the track system, building system. It will be a lot faster to reach out there and connect it to the other ones. Should maybe think about doing that. See, what can we cross over? Will it be good? We have definitely not placed this good. This one is probably the best one. Let's just drag it a little bit out. And then put it over on this one so we don't build it before we are really ready to build. It was not my dog. It was fucking thing in the window. Oh yeah, anyway. Oh yeah, we need to split that up. This one need to have one going on that side, this one need to have one on that side, and this one need to go out, and yeah, blah blah. That we'll do a little bit later, when we have fixed this one anyway. Think it's about, should it be a tunnel or should it be a bridge? I think they have fixed the bridge, so we actually can go under. Should definitely be one with power. Oh, that's not space enough. It's probably need to make a little bit more ground on that side there. We need a little bit more on that side, I think, but let us figure that out in a moment. Let me see. Long enough, or maybe not. Let us, okay, or something like that. Uh, 2, 4, 5, 6. Good enough. The fuck is wrong here? Oh, that's what is wrong. We are not at the bridge I was thinking we was on. Fuck. We should not even have a bridge up in the height here. We could just actually have it this way and just use bridge on there. Yeah, it's not really need to be high because of we don't need to send ships that way anyway. So in a moment I will show how we will do that. Oh, no problem doing this. Oh, I was thinking it was fucking fast. It was getting over there. That's missing something. Definitely, that was missing something. And then we can start to make some more money on that side anyway too. When we have this up and running. Of course we need to make our system over here where we are connecting and but we actually can run in left, right, blah 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 blah. 5 of them. Is there any more? Nope, it's looking at there will come something there. I know a little bit later, but yeah, no really need for that. We can just take that one and is it the right one? That one I think. Yeah, of course. Not because of it's going fast or anything, but we still need to have a construction yard here if we want to do this on our own. So it's just easier to pay for it. Maybe it would just be easier just to shut it down so it's not really was a problem. Fuck, that was again the wrong one. It's not good enough, then we need to delete it, pay for it's being deleted, and yeah. Instead of we just could remove it, that was definitely wrong. It was releasing its grip. My mouse, so it was releasing its click. It's annoying with my mouse doing that, but the Razer mouse is definitely not good to keep the click down. Yeah, it's okay. It's an okay mouse, but the clicking system could be a lot better. That's for sure. Let's see about we have space enough to continue. before I'm getting confused and moving it a little bit, then let us just build it. Well, not build it, but put it in. Or it will end with we are getting something we're getting over here on one of the other lines because of we are not seeing it when we are dragging it out. And we like it to follow the lines. One of the lines anyway, so we get it a little bit straight. Not that it's necessary or anything, but I like it that way. Maybe my little OCD or something like that, it's playing in over that, but who knows, some of it I'm building I definitely do not like when it's not in line. Some of it it's necessary not to be in line, but I don't like it. Fuck. This will be a long journey. Not that. Not right. Oh, damn. Let's just go back. Sure if it's fucking up. It's just getting a little bit confusing this when we are moving it this way. Oh. Seasick or something like that that's playing in now. But we got over to the end of this and we can probably remove this now. Yeah, anyway, we don't need it anymore anyway. I don't know about it will allow us to drag it the whole way, but it has a max limit. Yeah, it was around there. Just so we don't need to remove them later. For me anyway, it's easier to remove them when it's right. Maybe it will not be that for you, but yeah, my eyes is not the best anymore. One of them is actually really terrible. The other one is going the same way, but I hope it will take some time before it's fucking up like the other one is. It is as I has a little bit hair in my eyes or something like that that's swirling around in there. And it's fucking annoying. And then I have another eye problem too. but they are telling me they can fix that, so it can go away again. I'm just waiting on some new time so I can get to the hospital and get some needle poked into my eyes, and you will put a needle in my eye and put something in there. That's really not fun. A really small needle getting yeah, when you're putting something into my eyes, but a really small needle can be really fucking big when it's getting too close to your eye. And just to think about it is really, really not good. I'm happy about I have something to drive me up there. I cannot really drive home from that. I can. I'm not allowed to drive a car home. So I have an agreement with somebody that's actually driving me. And if I didn't have that, I definitely not would go. I'm pretty sure of that. I would probably not go up there if it was I didn't have that agreement with somebody that could drive me. Only because of that, I'm getting into the hospital to get that fucking needle into my eye. It is not that bad, but yeah, it's seriously not fun. But it's better than not really could see anything under one eye, and that's really what I don't can right now because of I'm still missing some appointment up there, and I have not get a new one. What is a bit of a fucked up. I don't get a new appointment. I'm waiting on it, but it's not really coming, so that's pretty annoying. I think this one should go under the water. Actually, let us see about we maybe can get it to do that. Yes, I'm seeing it. Nah, that was not what I want to do. Let us put it in here. If it's allowing us to do that the whole way over. It seems not like it will do that. Oh, fucking annoying. It's not the fucking same place again. It's not really important, but that's pretty important. Why the fuck did it took that off? Ridiculous. It's annoying. Annoying. I want it to be the fucking same spots. It will not really do that. It's fucking annoying. It's pissing me off actually. It actually being worse and worse on the last couple of the updates, yeah. To place them at the same spot. Let us see about it. Maybe can. Nope. Then it's choosing to fuck up with this. It's pissing me off more than I'm actually expecting it to. Yeah, that will be it for today. Fucking and pissing me off this shit. Uh, So goodbye from now.